Yo, what is up, Loafers? This is Nanobread, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Every Day. Ooh, good humor today. Except I already turned in my my pickaxe to Clint, so I'll probably just go fishing again to make some more money. I can also go get the backpack, so it would be good for me to make more money anyway. Pet the cat. Alright, just a bit of a warning if you guys did watch my last video. I did say that I would be recording these two videos like on the same day. I know I'm in a different outfit now, and that's because I'm now home from work. So again, if I don't really know what to talk about sometimes, that's probably why. Although with that being said, since I posted that video, there was a comment, so shout out to the person that left it. I'll put their comment up on the screen right now. And they asked me which creators would I want to do a collab with if I could. I think that answer is pretty obvious if you guys have watched my channel, like, at all. I talk about the same people pretty much all the time. So those people would be Lily Pichu if we were to get specific about like offline TV members. She is one of my favorite music artists, and honestly just kind of a whole vibe. I love like her energy, how she's kind of like, I don't know, she can like easily switch between being very chill to being really chaotic, and I think it's just really fun to watch sometimes. She's actually one of the few people that I'm able to like tune into her streams too, when normally like full-on streams, they aren't really my cup of tea, just because I think they can get pretty boring, and unless it's like a game that I like to watch, it's kind of hard for me to sit there and watch it. But with Lily, it's always very interesting. All of her commentary and her rage when she plays, it's also really fun to hear. And especially, you know, when she's playing alongside with other OTV members. Some that I've actually recently been watching more are like Jody and John and Sid too. Like the newest members of OTV. I really like the content that they have. Sid, especially for like her blind guessing food challenges. I know she thought it was like pretty funny and kind of bad to be known as like that blind food girl, but honestly, if I could have something like that, I would do it. Jodie and her energy are always great too, but I specifically have been watching like her Valorant videos, which is, if you asked me that like maybe 6 months ago, I don't think that I don't think that I would take you seriously. Like me watching like Valorant videos like that, it's just not something that's crossed my mind like ever before. So the fact that I am doing it like with her, it's pretty incredible. And then with both John and Jody, I watch like their reaction videos to the OTV content. Man, I wish I could get to the point where I could make videos about me reacting to videos, but I don't think there's enough people that would care enough about my reactions to things for it to actually be successful. But I mean, like I said, besides her, I'd want to just collab with OTV in general. They're based in LA, and I'm not too far from them. If I could, actually, I would love to like work for them in some sort of way. I don't necessarily have any professional experience in like the video making scene or anything like that, but if somehow in some way they do see this, you know, like I'm always willing to do basically like whatever they need me to, and I'm willing to learn whatever they need me to too. Honestly, forming a group like OTV would kind of be the dream, or if I could do something similar to what Markiplier is doing with some of his friends. I know he has a few podcasts, but specifically like the Distractable podcast I find to be really fun. And I know that both Bob and Wade, they have their own channels and they are both successful individually, but you know, it is a little sad that people do see it as Mark and friends. But in terms of at least the content that they have, I would love to do something like that too, like their Distractable podcast, where they just come up with a random topic idea. One of them is the host, the other two are competitors, and then they just compete it out with whatever random topic it is. And then the next episode, whoever won the previous one is the next host. So I feel like that's such a great idea. It's just such a good way for you to, sit down and basically just have a good chat with your friends. So I wish that I could do something like that. I know I've said like a lot of these things before, and I'm kind of just reiterating how I feel. But again, if you guys have watched any of my videos before, you would already know how I feel about these things. A creator I don't think I've actually talked that much about would be an NBA YouTuber. He is Kenny Beecham, aka KOT4Q, who is part of the Numbers on the Board podcast with a few of his homies. And yeah, he's another guy that got me more into like 2K and the NBA in general. So I mean, the impact that he's had on me is pretty big, and I wish I could just like meet him. He seems like a really chill dude, and I would love to do some sort of like NBA talk or like a 2K video with him. I'm definitely not as knowledgeable about the NBA as I used to be. I'm on like a pretty casual level right now. But hey, if it ever did work out, I would definitely brush up on the NBA. Also, this is completely unrelated to the topic, but earlier when I made dinner, I was just eating it straight out of the pot because I was lazy to put it in another container, and it was like soup based. So I went to go try some of the soup, and I'm like pretty sure, at least like as of now, that I burnt like part of my tongue, because I don't know, it just feels rough. It's not bad or anything, but it's just like kind of annoying, especially when I'm talking so much. So can't really do anything about it. Oh well. Those are really like the main people that I watch right now. I'm not exactly sure who else I'd want to collab with. Maybe Christopher Bill. Many of you may not know him, but he is a trombonist that is on YouTube, and he does like a lot of covers, or he does like a lot of trombone loops. And if you guys don't know what I mean by like a loop, he will make basically like a song, but he would do it live where he records part by part, and then when they're all put together, then they make like the actual song. So unlike when people normally do covers of it, they like splice it all together, but in this one, yeah, it's all kind of like in one take. And originally, that's kind of what I wanted to do with YouTube. I wanted to do either like a loop style or do trumpet covers of things. Unfortunately, I've kind of fallen out of playing my instrument, which I know it's really bad because it's something that I really do enjoy doing. But ever since I stopped after I graduated, and then I got my my Invisalign treatment finished, my lips just haven't really gotten used to playing since. And for me especially, I think it's just like a mentality thing. Once like I stop, I can really only get comfortable with playing again when I'm in a group setting, because that's kind of what happened the last time that I stopped playing for a while, which was like last year summer. I took a break from playing because I went home for summer break and I didn't bring my trumpet with me. So when I returned to the ensembles, I was pretty rusty. And anytime that I would try to like practice on my own to, get my chops better and stuff, it all just turned out really poorly. Like I couldn't play for more than like 5 minutes, and I just didn't know what was happening. But then when I got to my first game, I was super nervous. I was like, man, if I don't have the chops to play 5 minutes in practice, what hopes do I have playing like for real? But in the end, I did turn out fine, and I was able to play. So I think it is just like I need to play in a group setting for me to actually feel more comfortable. But I'm not going to like overlook the individual practicing that I did do. I'm sure that did have some effects. But right now, I don't know. There's just no real motivation to do so. Which, again, I know it's bad, but I'll get there eventually. Other people off the top of my head that I would want to collab with, of course, my friend Mitsuo, who has his own channel. I'd want to do more collabs with him. I haven't done so far, and that's mainly on me. If you are watching this video, sorry. I've been pretty bad with like trying to reschedule like a collab that we've been meaning to do. Just please bear with me some more. Other people I can think of are like Dangerously Funny / DF, Waligug, Charlie Barley, and those are all like the, I guess, Stardew YouTubers that like really got me into like watching those Stardew Valley videos. And then eventually they all decided to steer towards other games, which is fine. Like, I know that's kind of like their launching point was Stardew, and then now they're on to bigger and better things, and I'm really happy for them. So I kind of just would want to talk to them and, you know, make videos with them because they all seem like really cool people. Plus, I'm hoping that, you know, maybe I could have a similar situation to them where they really blew up because of their Stardew videos, and then they were able to do other things. So maybe that's the same case for me. Oh, I also can't forget Shawnee and Salmons. I think it's been a while since I've watched those two. That's why they didn't immediately come up. But those are also two pretty big Stardew YouTubers that I watched. I think Salamence still does do Stardew videos, just less. Again, I'm not really sure. I haven't really followed him for a bit. I know Shawnee he's doing other things. Like, I think he was doing something for Subnautica, but I'm not really sure. I think he like 100% of the game or something. If you asked me this question like 5 or 7 years ago, I would want to collab with people like Vanoss and his crew. I loved his GTA 5 and Gmod videos. Those were like a staple when I was a kid. I would binge watch those, and once I caught up to like his current uploads, I would start the playlist over again and watch it. So they definitely left a big impact on my childhood. Other people like that are the Derp crew. They're kind of disbanded now since like there was a bunch of stuff that happened, but it consisted of Chilled Chaos, Smarty, Gom, and Z Royal Viking. Chilled is still someone that Chilled and Gom are still people that I'm like subscribed to, and I still sort of watch Gom. I love all of his playthrough videos that he does, which again is like kind of another person that I kind of look towards for inspiration, because he does not only daily uploads, but he does so many uploads because he just has like at least 3 or 4 games going at a time. So he uploads more than just daily with those games. And it's really impressive for him to do all that. And I'm glad that, you know, he's slowly gaining more and more subscribers and getting more recognition for the work that he is putting in. Chilled, I kind of fell out of watching him because he turned more towards streaming, which I do get because it is probably more profitable than just making YouTube videos. But again, like I said earlier with Lily, there's very few people that actually like watching their streams, and unfortunately Chilled just isn't one of them. But I am excited to see that he like is back on YouTube now. So that's good. Maybe I'll try to tune into one of his streams and see if I like it. Oh, and speaking of the Derp crew, a person that I also really liked, like he was probably my favorite member, at least when they were all still together, was Tom, or Tom Fox. He, like Gom, is very similar. They both do like Let's Plays, except Gom does it like, he's a pretty variety streamer, or not streamer, YouTuber when it comes to gaming. But Tom, he mainly does Nintendo games, and I really liked his content and I really like his energy because he's just really silly and has a lot of comedic timing. So that really drew me to him more than anyone else. But again, just like Chilled, I fell out of it because he geared more towards streaming, and I don't know. I really don't know what it is about streaming that I like don't like compared to like just YouTube videos. Again, maybe I'll give it a try. It's been a while since I've watched his content. I'm still subscribed to him, but I haven't really watched him, which I can't really tell you why. And one more before I go. It would probably have to be Chris Smoove. Just like Kenny, I grew up watching Chris Smoove and his NBA content. He's like one of the OGs, like with his splash sounds and all of his other funny comments, like giving this guy a map and stuff like that. And yeah, so it'd be cool. I know he still posts now, and he still mainly does do my career stuff. But it would still be cool to at least, you know, be able to meet him and maybe try to do something with him. If any of you are watching for some reason, I would love to do collabs with any of you. So feel free to hit me up. And with that, we've come to the end of another video of Stardew Every Day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I wish you guys a good night, loafers.